Hey everyone, hope you're doing well and welcome to my channel. My name is Star. If you are new, I just got home from work, but I'm about to run back out to go to the grocery store just to pick up a few things. It's a nice day outside. Well, it was pretty rainy all day, but now it's kind of like temperature wise, it's nice and cool. It's not too cold here in New York City, but it was cold over the weekend, so I'm glad for the temperature to be like giving us a little bit of a in-between. So I want to share with you this jacket that I have on. It's like a little it's not a raincoat, but it feels like a raincoat. It's patent leather, it's like faux leather, but I like to throw it on when it's like raining because the rain does not seep in and it kind of like dries very easily. So I'm going to share that with you all. This is the jacket. It's very nice. It's olive green. And it goes down. Don't mind my slippers. I don't wear shoes at my house, so I have my slippers on. I just had on some tall gray boots, but this is what I'm wearing. So I just got back from the grocery store and I like to use this big bag because it has insulated material inside and it keeps everything nice and cold when I go shopping. I got some kale, spinach, 2 bags of spinach, banana, cucumbers, green apples, Honeycrisp apples. I like to get cucumbers from my fresh juices and my salads, and apples. I love apples. You can never go wrong with apples. Honeycrisp is actually my favorite, but growing up I used to only eat green apples because green apples just always have that sweet texture and like the flavor. But at the same time, I never even had Honeycrisp apples when I was growing up. I had just the regular dark red apples. I believe the Macintosh. I'm not sure, but that's what I had. And I don't like those apples at all. So I'm so glad that I got Honeycrisp apple. And I got some spring mix. Mix is usually like chard, spinach, arugula, lettuce, kale, in that little bundle. And I got some seaweed snacks, roasted seaweed. I like this one a lot, the sesame oil, so I got 2 of those. And I also like the olive oil one, so I have olive oil. These are just quick and easy snacks to always have at hand. I like to crunch on them every now and then, so I always like to stock my cabinet with those. And that's about it. These are all the groceries that I got because I didn't want to go too crazy, because next week I will be going on vacation, so I don't want to have my fridge with so much fresh produce and then they'll go to waste. So that's what I have. I'm going to put all these groceries away. For dinner, I was craving something comforting, so here I am reaching for my avocado oil. Avocado oil is very good for just frying things. It does really well with high heat. I'm using Impossible Burger. I like to get a couple of them and freeze them using my silicone bag. And if you don't have any reusable silicone bag, you should definitely invest in some of them. They keep your food nice and fresh. I enjoy them so much. The Impossible Burger is really good. If you aren't vegan or plant-based, I still recommend it for you because it gives you that meaty texture. It's flavorful and you don't really need too much. And of course, I added some hot sauce on mine, and I added a dairy-free cheese, and some pickles on the side. And that's all I had. Don't laugh at my bread because that's all I had, and I had to just split it in half. And I was on my way to go on vacation, so I was not about to buy so much more groceries just so they can go to waste. And then a couple days later, I was feeling a little under the weather. My throat was a little itchy, so I went and reached for my handy dandy elderberries and some elderflower to make my homemade elder syrup. And if you don't know, elderberry is very good for cold symptoms, sinuses, flu symptoms, fever, sore throat, fatigue, body aches, all the things. They're very high in antioxidants as well. And we all know that antioxidants are to protect the cells from damage, and also helps with the prevention of heart disease and cancer. Elderberry also has vitamin C, iron, and potassium. So I just like to boil it on the stove, let it simmer, and then I strain it. Now, I didn't have a small enough strainer, so I just used whatever was handy. I used a salad spinner and then another strainer that I had. And after that, you'll see that I added another strainer, which was a strainer that I used to make some dairy-free milk. I forgot that I had it, so it was just an easier way to get the rest of like the pulp out of the elderberry syrup. And once you strain everything, it does very well in the fridge. It lasts for about 2 weeks or so. I usually would use 1 or 2 tablespoons, depending on how I'm feeling, every day, and just give me that boost of energy as well, and just makes me feel good and helps boost my immunity for the cold winter months. And whenever you have any sinuses, it's always good to have some elderberry or some type of vitamin C or supplements in your cabinet. And I was also craving some ramen, so I had an old school ramen pack in my cabinet. This is a chili flavor. Now I just boil this regular as the standard ramen. I wasn't in the mood to eat the seasoning chili flavor, so I decided to just add my own seasoning mix, and it just gives me a touch of what I was craving. I added cayenne pepper, onion powder, lemon pepper. If you haven't tried it, you must try it in your noodles. It tastes so delicious. And add a touch of croutons. Croutons make everything better, and it just was delicious and comforting, and my throat was soothed, and I was feeling good. For the evening before I went to bed, maybe about 3 hours before, I drank some mullein leaf tea. And this is just the mullein leaves from the plant, and it's really good for helping your respiratory tract and reduce inflammation. And it helps me loosen up any mucus that I may have developing, and I can cough it up easily and I can sneeze it out. And it's very, very good. Like, it works like magic. It works better than any cough medicine that I've ever taken in my childhood years growing up. And I'm proud of myself as an adult. I haven't taken any medicine because I've been doing all the natural remedies and just using a lot of herbal teas and just managing how it works with my body. And I feel like I would never really go back to conventional medicine. So if you're looking for something to help with your cold symptoms, definitely try mullein leaf tea because it is a game changer. So this is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this mini vlog of things that I do on the evening, and subscribe so I'll talk to you in another video.